Hello and welcome back to Infinifactory. Today we are going to work on the crew quarters for our final mission. Alright, so we did something similar to this before. It looks easy. I'm sure that's deceptive, but it looks easy. So Alright. So, I'm a little curious about the wall. Okay, we get 3x3 on the floor, 3x3 on the wall. Am I gonna have to eviscerate some stuff? Otherwise, we're pretty good here. We can do... We can do 4 3x3s there. Yeah, the floor is going to have to be 9 pieces. So let's start from the floor up, I guess. Let's just start moving this stuff out and move forward from there. So let's see. I mean, I guess the best... I like the idea of constructing the floor, dropping it, and then moving it in. The floor being the final piece. I like that a lot. We need 1, 2, 3, 6. There's 9. There's 9. I think that's what we need as far as pieces is concerned. Yeah, that should be good. So now go ahead and do it like that. A little sensor right there. I'll do that one like that, just because I like it that way. And now it's coming off there. Okay, so that's where those land. So that's really all we're trying to do. These all can just drop. This one can't go very far down though, so this one needs to be a little different, I think. Yeah, I expect to have to modify this a bit. I'm not too terribly concerned with having to do that. It's expected. Alright, let's run. Let's just see what... Let's just see what we can get right now. Seven, 8, 9, you get pushed out. And everything's gonna just fall there. Wow. Oh, wow. I tried to pause it because I wanted to see how everything worked. And it just completely reset because I pressed the wrong button yet again. Okay, out everything goes. Those 3 will just drop, which is great. These ones are coming out. Falling to there, which is okay. But not exactly what I want. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. Okay, so those 3 fall, which is great. This one... I think I need to just put a whoop right there. Stop that from coming out too far. Same sort of thing here. Oh, come on. Put that there. With a little hook to get it from, keep it from going too far. Nope. Just tack that on so it doesn't fall. I think that's 2/3 of the floor. That is. And that's great, except for a little bit of a problem. And this little bit of a problem might actually help us out. A little bit of a problem, and I just delete everything. That's when you know it's a little problem. Alright, so okay, so those all drop there. No. Okay, there's that. Alright, that should do what we want. We'll just need to add welders to it. Okay. And boom, right there. It's all cool. So we can also add this to the mix. And then maybe send it back this way? No, that actually is double block high. So we can just leave that there, I guess. And now I'm just making this outline here so I know exactly where all the pieces are going to be, and then I can position the welders based on that. So we should be able to get away with, oh no, we want overheads for sure. I mean, this is probably overdoing it, but if we just do the corners like this, I feel like that'll get us exactly where we want to be. If I have a problem with this setup, it's that it may weld too soon in some instances, and if that happens, then we got a big old problem. And actually, I'm almost one. Whoa, what the hell? I didn't open anything. What are you talking about? And the more I think about this, the more I'm actually believing that this is actually going to be a problem. Like, this is almost 100% going to cause us issues. So let's look at it. Let's see if we can make it better. Yeah, that's more or less what I expected. So what we're going to do instead okay, that'll weld the two ends together. And then I think really all I need is to then weld the two tops together. So if we weld all the tops together, this essentially just becomes three pieces that are now welded together. So that should be all one piece. Except that it is one layer too low. So we're going to rebuild the whole thing. One level higher. Alright, one more go at this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. We got a floor. That looks to be all one piece, and happy about that. So that's good. One piece down. Few to go. We need 8 pieces of wall, but 2 of them need to be eviscerated. It's not going to be a huge issue, I don't believe, but it is something we have to figure out how to do. So one positive I'm seeing here is that it looks like we're going to be able to weld everything on from the outside. So with the wall coming in this way, we can place the welders on this side of the floor and this side of the floor. And then when we're ready to go, move the whole thing this way and around to get out. So I don't think there's a lot more here. We're gonna have to rotate beds for sure. The sink needs rotated, but once we get the wall out here, a lot of it's just going to be timing on things. I need 8 pieces of wall. Okay. And this is a situation I feel like I want to I'm thinking once the floor gets here is when we'll want to push these things off. Wait, what? Okay, so one thing I'm thinking about doing I don't want to be in the way. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I can just... I just realized that this all needs to be welded together too, and that makes things a lot more complicated. Maybe not. No, it doesn't. It does not. Alright, that's cool. So let's do this thing again. So that's where the floor is sitting. This isn't right. This is only 6 wide. I've been doing 9 by 9. Oh, shit. So, this ends here. Alright, so there's the floor in place. Try that again. And that sensor's gonna have to be on the floor. Because you're just getting there too fast. But we got the wall where we want it, which is nice, but... I can put that there, get rid of the sensor. I'm just curious what happens here. Does the wall jam? Like, there's nowhere for this stuff to go. Give that another shot. I don't know what the thing is going to be with these walls, but... And there you go. The problem right now is that we need 4 more of them. And that leads a bit back into here. We're probably going to be able to get away with it. Push one out this way and then push that one out that way. But I'm a little concerned, to be honest. Okay, one of them failed, first off. And the other one is a bit too low. That's not a huge deal. Like, I think we can just do that and it'll be fine. But we do need to see why that one failed. Did it just get shoved away? I mean, I'm thinking that's what happened here. Honestly, not really sure what happened there. It looked like it got pushed off this side. Okay, floor comes around and it hits the sensor. One, two, three, four. That's perfect. I need to see that again. I still don't quite understand what's going wrong here. This looks very right to me. Okay, floor's done. Starts moving. Okay. I think the problem is here. That needs to extend out one more. Put that there. Now I think we got it. But we had two going over the top. Oh. Very interesting. I mean, the hell is that? Ah, okay. Okay. That should be good. Let's run this one more time and prove that we have the walls in place. Nope. Stop. Those made it, and these ones didn't because that pusher is in the damn way. Whew, boy. Sometimes, man. Sometimes this stuff really, really frustrates me. Alright, let's run this one more. I mean, we see the problem. We're going to fix the problem. It's just a matter of seeing exactly how to fix it. 4, come, and triggers the sensor. That's still only pushing one fucking piece of wall, which is incredibly frustrating. So again, we'll extend all this stuff. But now I'm also seeing, and I kind of talked about this earlier, but I'm seeing that we're going to have to do that. I'm hopeful that I can do that. But not super optimistic about it. Alright, stove's leaving. And that is the way we want to spin it. So that's a nice little bonus. Floor comes in, pushes all this stuff, and all this stuff is finally going where we want it to be. That's great news for us. Alright, so now it's the time that you all wait for. Every time we do something, we can now talk about the issues. And the issue is that we can't really weld this piece with the current setup. So I, right now, am going to take a bit of a break here because this is giving me a headache. And I think most likely we're going to pretty much restart from scratch. Alright, I am back from my break and I'm relatively optimistic about what we have to do here. So I mean, the thing to do would be to not drop them down. But I don't know how possible that is. So let's begin. Okay. So there's one here. There's one there. Here. So I guess this one should actually stay. Three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, that looks good. And then we're going to want to put one here and one here. Actually, let me see. Oh, okay. Like that. And then have this one come out like that? Maybe? Alright, that actually looks alright. And that's the walls in place right there. So that's cool. So what would we want now? We can weld these together and onto that. We can't weld them together to each other though. So that's something we're gonna have to work on. But I'm not too terribly concerned about it. That's the floor to it. And that will be it to itself. So floor, wait, I think it goes there. Floor, wall, yeah, like that. Okay, that's fantastic. And then sensor can't be there. that'll get all that welded together. The question right now is, where are we putting the sensor? And I'm honestly saying we can throw it back a little ways. I mean, those two pretty much drop straight down, so that might be back too far, but we'll see when that time comes. These mammoth jammas, this might actually just come straight out. Let's see. Waiting for the wall. Okay, the stairs getting there a little too quick. That's okay. Yeah, that needs to come back just a bit. I could just do the math on it, but I don't really want to. Man, that's still... Might be putting that on the other side. Put that there. This can be a 6-shot. And if we have to end up pushing it later with something else, we'll do that. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Alright. So we got that where we need it. The stove, you know, we're gonna have to work on the stove, get the beds where we want it. That's exactly what we want. But again, this is a waiting game. Okay, there comes the next bit of floor. Next bit of, not floor, but that didn't help at all. Damn. Still going. Okay, and boom. Okay. If we hit there. Push right here. So 3 push. Okay, and then over here we want that. What happened? It didn't spin, but I really thought it should have. Maybe try that again. Put it up here. Give that another go. There we go. That's what we want. Alright, so throw that again, and then send that bad boy down. Nah, it needs to be like there. Because this is the floor. next one needs to be there. Okay. That's alright. Beautiful. Alright. Try it again. Try it again. Yeah, that's what we want. We just need the blocker action right here. I think it's the same line. Pretty sure. Got that little bit of blocker in there. Check this out. That wall's taking its time to get there. So, I mean, that needs to be on a separate line, really. Did I just... Something fell on me and I got stuck. I mean, I guess... we can throw a sensor here. And that can be the blocker. For that one. That holds there. Eventually the floor comes along, releases that one, gets welded on, and that one, that worked. That fucking worked. So completely cool with that. I want to put a stop down here, and then yeah, these will just come out, and we will put a bit of a conduit line up this way with another blocker there. That'll manage the stove. Stove releases. Wait for the floor. Boom. Okay, pause. Do we have... Okay, we're not right now we're not welding the stove to anything, which I'm not a fan of. So let's add that there, weld the stove into place, and I think we're gonna do the same sort of thing here. God damn it. Throw a blocker up there. Put a little 3-stop in here. That thing sits and waits. It's held by a blocker, released and welded to it. Beautiful. So now we need to do a very similar thing with these beds. They fall off here. I want them to come down. I want this to be right there. So this needs to be another 7 spot. This can be the old wraparound, pusher, and sensor. There and there. That's 1. That's 2. But there's no room for a blocker. So let's see how this looks. Ooh, it's not even gonna... Okay, that's not even gonna work out for us. So let's... Okay, so I just want to see this work one time. Okay, like that. That actually went a little bit too fast. Okay, spins and spins. Okay. So now we can build it out like that. And that'll be pretty cool for us. And I would honestly say let's go ahead and drop like this, and then bring it down, like so. Still interested in keeping those. I like those. But I think I want them coming in like that. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and make a stack here just so we know where we're heading. Nope, they're not gonna let me do that. Alright, do it like that instead. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we need to put any delay bars on these beds. I mean, chances... Damn it. Redesign like that. Alright. Move in. Next bed's coming. Okay, we're definitely gonna need the delay bars. So... Okay. Little, blocker there. Blocker there. And let's... No, we don't need to do that. We'll just string it to the side like this. And then down here. A little bit of wiring there. Those beds will be cool. Okay, beds are waiting. Stoves waiting. Beds are waiting. Okay. Let's see. Comes in. Triggers that sensor. Everything's getting released. Oh! The walls. Okay. So these are not tied to this. These need to be tied to these walls here. So, let me see. The walls come off this end, it looks like. This is a bed. Needs both of those. I'd probably get rid of that. And then put a sensor here. And then we just need to be a little bit tricksy about how we wire that up. Like so. Oh, no reason to not take it straight to the floor. Wire it like that, and now we should be okay. Alright. Floor comes in, releases the stove, the counter, that bed releases that bed, boom, welded together, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The walls didn't quite work out. Okay. So forget about this for now. Let's bring it up this line, but not hitting that blocker, not hitting that conduit. And we'll put the sensor right there. Different piece of wall, unrelated to the piece we're working with, but it takes long enough to get here that it should be fine. Okay, those beds wait. The floor is on its way. Those beds are waiting. Okay, bed released. Walls released. Drop, 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 drop. Good. And there's the bed release. But we messed something up. big time. So first, let's put that back, because apparently we needed that. And then let's see what happened to this other one. I mean, it looked like it shoved it away, but that shouldn't have happened. It should have had 3 time segments, and it only needs 2, so I don't know what happened here. That is what happened. I mean, the fix is just put that there. But it's weird that it worked that way. And honestly, I'm thinking the same thing probably happened here, too. So let's put that there. Great walls. Okay, this is what I need to see. Get in there. Okay. This is gonna be perfect. Right there. The whole thing is done at this moment. So we can put the sensor in there to move the whole thing forward. So we throw a sensor right here. And that sensor's job is going to be push the whole thing. Push the whole thing. The floor just comes in. I'm trying to see, like, where can we push. I don't want to hit, I don't want to hit any conduit that I don't need to, so. I think the best course of action is to build this up, like so, and then delete that bit. Should not have messed with the way that functions. We'll throw a little pusher here, and then we'll bring this conduit out and down, and then around this over here. Down there, up here, over there. Then at this point I should be able to bring the whole thing out. That should be done, I think. Let's make sure it makes some, not just one. Like, let's make sure it works for like 3, and then we'll do the talk through. But I think we've got it. Let me see. Okay, boom. There's one. Oh, what happened? It got jammed. It got jammed. It's got to come out way further than that. At least 5 more steps, so. And it's only 6 across. So add those 3, and now Now let's see how we do. It took so long to happen that I thought something went wrong. But no, it's really just a slow process. But I do think we've got it. All comes together. Boom, 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 boom. Get out of there. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh. Alright, one more. I don't know if that's actually gonna fix it. Okay, let's see. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. This is very confusing to me. Please. Nope, nope, nope. You need to turn again. There you go. Alright. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Get it in there. Floors coming in place. Walls are moving. Do, 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 do. Walls are in place. Beds are in place. Moves, moves. And... Oh! There's an error with the bench. Is it too low? Because that's easy to fix if it is. Yep, that's exactly what that is. Alright, fantastic. That is a very easy fix. So... I mean, honestly, I think... just put those there. Like, that should just be good enough. Just add that. I don't see any reason that would cause problems. Yep, the shelf was just a little bit too low. We bolted it to the ground. It needed to be hovering a bit. Oh no, it's... shit. We had the delay there. Do we not have a blocker? Where's the blocker? There is a blocker. Oh, hold up. What is the blocker triggered by? Oh, because we're welding to the walls. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. So... tie that right there. And that should solve that. So the bench will not fall until the wall gets here. Again, this could push... Oh, this is almost definitely going to push. Yeah. Where does this drop? Come on. Next bench, please. Alright. Alright, that is perfect. So, what we'll do is put the blocker over there. Next one comes along, it gets stopped. The But now when the wall comes out, it's gonna have enough time to not be messed up. It gets welded where it needs. Just at the last moment it looked like. Barely fit there. And that's one done. Okay, let's just fast forward. Make sure we're still... Oh, see? Fucked up. That's why we wanted to do two. I don't know why this happened. Oh, because of the way the wall system is. Yeah, the wall system is all fucked up. So like we hold the 8 walls, but like there's nothing. It's just a fucking wasteland, and no more can come out. So by the time that floor is done, yeah, that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. And I don't know how easy it's going to be to fix. I don't... I mean... I mean, this is really bad. This is so bad. I'm hopeful, not terribly optimistic, but hopeful that I can add a lot of blockers and make this okay. But I am not optimistic about my chances here. So like blockers there, blockers everywhere. Well, that's not... Okay. Okay. We're good. Don't worry. Alright, did that actually hold? I was getting ready to put the blockers on for these next bits of wall, but I want to make sure. Okay, these ones are being held. That's cool. That's perfect. Okay. You're being held. That's perfect. You're being held. That's perfect. All right. That is, yeah. That's exactly what we need. A little bit of issue with those guys interfering with the couch, but or not the couch, but the sofa. The fucking, it's a stove. I don't know. That's twice I said the wrong thing, but okay, there we go. I can go there. Beautiful. Okay, so we just put a delay on this line. And that line, and we're solid gold, I think. So, like, here goes one. And there goes one. I think that's really all we need to do. And I'm hopeful that we can just come straight down here. Maybe pull it out a little bit so we aren't in the way there. And boom, connection. Okay, walls come out. They're going to clear the line this time, but they're all whoa. Missed a connection there. Alright. So the walls come out. They clear the line. They all hold. Oh, did something... No, that's good, that's good. Okay, floor comes around. Clears everybody. Everything got fucked. Everything got fucked. This is just a timing thing. This is going to be pretty simple to fix. It's just we have to see what exactly happened before we can fix it. Okay. Everybody's waiting. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, that's in. It releases everything. Awesome. Everything welded. Awesome. Everything just got pushed. Did that push block do something? Did something trigger over there? Not sure what happened here. You're in. Oh, you're getting... Okay. 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 Alright. So, I was right in that it was an easy fix. Get the blocker here and just raise it up one and raise it up one. Alright. Walls are sitting, waiting, chilling. Everything's off. Welded, welded, welded. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, hold up. Let's look at what's happening. Oh. The bed got there too early this time. So we've got to look at that. But number one is this blocker is in the way. So this comes out, but it can't. Can we turn it like that? That might be a beautiful solution. Okay, we are fixing things. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That doesn't look... Oh, nope, nope, nope. That's working perfectly over there. Alright, cool. It didn't look good, but... I'm trapped here. I can't. I like legitimately can't move right now. Unbelievable. Alright, fast forward. Alright, we need to pay attention to the beds here. Yeah, those beds are getting released. That should fix that. Honestly, I feel like that should fix that problem. As long as it doesn't create a new problem. Feeling pretty good. Okay, y'all are waiting. There's the floor, release that stuff. Oh! No, I think we're still good. I think we're still good. Okay, awesome. Get in there, get welded. Stop, get welded, 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 welded. Okay, cool. Except that's getting there a little bit too late now, so we just adjust that a little bit. Thinking put the blocker here and we're fine. And something's getting caught. And I have no idea what's the deal with that. It's got to be one of the blockers, or like is triggering out, and it's messing something up. So it comes in. Okay, let me see. Let me see what happens here. Okay, that's welded. That's cool. Everything looks good, and it's not even getting jammed this time. So whatever the problem was, we fixed. That's one out. That is 2 out. Alright, if this one comes out, we'll do the talk through. And perfect. Alright, so we're done here. We just have to explain what we did and show our work. You know, same sort of design you've seen me do a dozen times already, so it's not going to be a very exciting talk through. But basically, the floor bits that we need, the 6 floor bits we need, come out here on a delay system. When the last one gets there, they all get shoved. These 3 just stay on a welder. These ones follow a path to that same welder. Everything gets welded together. On this line, we have block 1 and block 2 getting tacked together, and then block 2 and block 3 getting tacked together. That makes that one long piece. And then as they come in, this tacks 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3 as they push forward. That makes that one long piece. And once they finally get together right at the tip, we have this to weld the 2 long pieces together. They come out, they spin, they fall off the line, and then they go to the grand welder. Meanwhile, we are collecting wall here. Same thing, we need 8 pieces of wall. They come down the delay. Once they hit the end, they all shove off and hit. Just go down a line to hitting blockers. Each one has its own blocker. Each line has its own blocker. And it just waits for the floor to get into position. Once the floor gets into position, these will all proceed to the grand welder. There's an eviscerator there to create the doorway. So these all just fall onto place, get welded to the floor as they fall in. And that's as simple as that. The beds, well, the sink comes down, spins into the proper orientation, falls on a delay, and then because the floor takes so long to make and come back, a second one will come along. So that's why the delay is here, to hold that second one off until the second floor is available. So it pushes down, it hits another blocker, and it'll just wait for the floor to get here. And that's simple enough. The beds are a little bit more complicated. We have one come up, go the whole way down the line. Once it gets to the end of the line, it pushes the second belt out. It hits a double spin to get its orientation. And then they all just go down the line to a waiting system. Once we get 2, they get shoved off onto different lines. And then they wait at blockers, just like everything else. The beds are on a different sensor, though. I believe all the beds, maybe not all of them. No, this one bed is released when the floor gets here, because it's the lower bed over there. And then these beds on this time, I'm stuttering. The beds on this side get released when this wall gets released, because they need to be welded to the wall, and actually the upper bunk beds need to be welded in the air, so it's important that the timing is correct there. And then that last bed is released when this first bed gets into position. And so the wall's there, the welder's there, the bed's coming in, and it'll just get welded as it hits. So they are suspended in the air like they're supposed to be. And the last piece is the little desk or counter space area. And it comes down the line, hits on a delay until the second one comes, and then it follows the line until it hits its blocker. It is released when the walls release, and it gets, it's another aerial weld. It just gets to the welder, and because it is of the proper height, it gets welded where we want it, and it just follows the line. Pretty simple talk through, pretty simple concept. Just this was really just a matter of fitting everything in and getting the timing right. Like, that's really what the challenge here was. We didn't have to really think too much outside of the box. We just needed to fit all the pieces into the box. So pretty cool, pretty tight little engineering. Of course, we could have spread the system out a lot and maybe made it a little easier to construct, but it would have taken longer to do, and we didn't need to do it. We were able to get it done in a fairly tight quarter. I feel like my footprint's still going to be high because the floor goes so far out, and then I got this little extra bit so it can come around and in like that. So I think my footprint score is still going to be pretty high compared to most, but I'm happy with it. think I did a decent job. With this puzzle. This part is... Wow, this part's over an hour, and this is part 3, so... This was another long one. This one didn't seem as long as it ended up being. We got 2 more to wait for until they've approved us. But we are done with the crew quarters, and we are very near the end. I think. 3rd time this series I've said this, but fairly certain about it this time, and boop! Alright, yeah, footprint score really high. Block score, of course, really high. Cycle score is right on line with the average. Of course, you can tone it down if you want, but that's alright. We're not going to do that. Crew quarters done. We have plasma engine, and then a briefing, puzzle, briefing, puzzle, and it's over. So there are 3 more episodes to go. It certainly looks like it. And if you've joined me for this long, I can't imagine you won't join me for the next one. So I will see you there as we work on the plasma engine. See you soon.